Welcome to Unchained here on Pahrump News. I'm your host, Deanna O'Donnell. Hope you're having a great night. Well, we got a couple of things that happened this past week, and that would be the Pahrump Fall Festival and Parade. Don't forget that. We also had a rodeo down there at Petrick Park. This was put on by the town of Pahrump. We had lots of fun down there with carnival, rodeo, vendors, entertainment, and of course that parade. Ski Sense and myself also commentated on that parade. It was live streamed on Valley Communications Facebook page. So if you missed it and you'd like to see it, you can go there, or you can even go to Valley Electric Association's YouTube channel to see that parade in its entirety. We want to thank all the people that participated, of course, the town of Pahrump, Riva Braun, the Kiwanis Club, Pahrump Community Partners, the Braun family, Ski Senski for helping me out there, Valley Communications and Valley Electric, and so many people that helped out, including the Nye County Sheriff's Office and the Nye County Auxiliary Units as well. That was a lot of fun. We had a wonderful Pahrump Fall Festival, and we'll see you down there next year. And we want to go to our first guest right after we come back from this break. We're going to speak to Whitney and Amanda about a new business that they've started here in town for those with disabilities.
Sponsored by 1-2 Tree, handyman, yard cleanup, yard maintenance, and so much more. Give them a call at 775-253-8066. We will leave you with a smile.
All right, I'm here with my guests, Whitney and Amanda. Can you believe it? Woohoo! They're here. All right, so they're with a wonderful organization called Voices for All Abilities. Tell us about that.
So Voices for All Abilities is a nonprofit I started out here just in June. I'm the president and founder, and we're bringing inclusive events, advocacy, resources to children and families with diverse needs.
Let's talk about that. Diverse needs, what do you mean?
So diverse needs can range anywhere with our nonprofit, from a baby that was born drug exposed all the way up to a physical disability, and autism, ADHD, bipolar disorder, OCD. There's no limits with it.
You're like me, you have a child that's on the spectrum, but you have two children that are on the spectrum,
right? I have two boys on the spectrum, so this is very personal and near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, it's a tough life. I mean, all the way around. What made you want to do this? With motherhood, I was drowning with having two boys on the spectrum, and I found a few resources, and I knew it just wasn't enough. And when someone told me Pahrump doesn't have that, I said, okay, well, I'm going to make it happen. Yeah, and that's what's kind of great about being out here. A lot of people kind of are entrepreneurs. They see a gap that needs to be filled, and then they fill it. And, you know, I can tell you from my own experience, resources are few and far between. My child was floundering for a long time, having to try to find some kind of help, and so much misunderstanding with autism as well.
There is, very much so.
So tell me about the activities that you guys do.
So we had a camp during the summer, Camp VFAB for Voices for All Abilities. We call it VFAB for short. And it was for 5 days from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. We took about 32 kids with all diverse needs. They all had a blast. We got every child sponsor. The community really came together. I still have the kids come up and run up to me, and the parents just tell me what a wonderful time they had. And now, since summer's over, we're having social nights once a month, which is a structured program to give parents and caregivers a break. But of course, the parents can stay. I would like them to fill out a volunteer packet just so we know who's with us at the events.
Yeah.
But we have volunteers who are background checked and have experience with kids with special needs, and they take the groups, and we do activities for the 4 hours.
Let's talk about that a little bit, because what a difference it makes for kids to find people that they can play with and be accepted by, right?
Yeah.
Huge deal for them. And also the respite for the parents, right?
Yeah.
And if they're going to volunteer, they can volunteer. They know how to handle their kid. Everybody has a different way of handling their kid, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So how are you finding your clients?
Just through social media. I started actually Pahrump Parents Support Group for Special Needs Children about 2 years ago, and I grew a pretty big group with that, and they've followed me through my nonprofit now, and now I'm reaching even more people, and so that's how.
And so as far as you finding resources? Who are you working with for resources? What types of resources?
Yeah, so we just had Stephanie Wynn, who's a world-renowned advocate. She came out here, and she's from Utah, but she also is very familiar with Las Vegas. She's helped set me up with learning about 504s and IEP plans, doing workshops with parents. Also, with my boys also being on the spectrum, we work with therapists every day who connect me to even more people in Vegas, and who have also are bringing out businesses out here to bring more resources to families.
Because you help advocate, right?
Yep.
And that's important, because when you go into some of those IEP meetings with your kid and stuff like that, parents kind of are lost. I know I was lost.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I love that. Not anymore. And that's very true, because it can be very intimidating. And as a mom, I was on that end. I remember going into my son's first IEP meeting and just saying, yes, 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 you're the professionals. I'm going to listen to you. And then when I stepped into a different side of things, and I had advocated and got told no, I was like, wait, it's this hard to ask for something so simple? Mm-hmm. And then that's when I had hired an advocate myself, and it lit a fire for me. Like, yeah. Wow. Like, I don't want any parent to feel the way I felt in those moments. And I want to change that.
I know how that is. It brings tears to your eyes.
Yeah, it does.
What you have to go through in some of those meetings, trying to defend your kid and trying to get them the services that they deserve, right? Amanda's got something to say over here, right?
Yeah, I'd love to hear from Amanda.
My background helped me not be walk in so intimidated, but there is you cross that threshold into the office, and it's just makes you feel like a kid again. Like, oh my gosh, there's that weird anxiety you get from having to go to the office and stuff. But when things start going not the way that they need to be for the best benefit of the child, and that's when I have an issue. So I have no problem speaking up or suggesting things, and then I always say, hey, you can Google whatever I tell you. I try to encourage them to see where I'm coming from, that I'm not making stuff up, that I do know this stuff.
Yeah.
And because it's not always received well. And so I'm like, well, you guys are the ones that are here, and I try to be respectful in that. Hey, they're the ones working it. So they might have suggestions. I want to hear what they have to say, because...
Well, you want to work together, right?
Right. And everyone, if a custodian comes up and says, hey, Amanda, I noticed your son, blah, 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 and they have the great behavior modification plan, I'm going to stick up for that. I'm going to advocate for that. As long as it makes sense and it's for the benefit of the child and, even the classroom in general. That's what I'm going to try to focus on and get them to see why I am being so persistent about certain things. But it really falls on deaf ears most of the time. No matter how I have a big team that I bring in with me, I have a lot of people in the know, and it's still a difficult situation.
Yeah. And IEPs are so different because every student is different. Right. They all learn different. Everybody is different. So you don't want to have preconceived ideas when you go in there. You want to hear everybody's here to get the best that you can for this kid.
Yeah, we're a team.
Definitely. It's just the execution of the behavior modification plans makes the difference. And so you can come up with a great one, but if you give it to someone and they're not executing it properly, that child is the one that's going to now look like they're not meeting something. But that child is being that child.
Yeah.
We are not figuring it out. That's okay, because it's a work in progress. But you have to accept that sometimes things you have to pivot and figure it out as you go along.
Yeah.
You can have a great idea and great reasons, but it might not work for that child.
You just reminded me of how fluid the situation is with my child. You don't know day to day. You can say he's this way, and then he'll shock you. And
every 2 seconds is a change.
Completely
of two
different.
On the spectrum, and they're very different.
Very different.
One is, graduated a year early, double major in business, and his signs are very subtle. And then I have my 10-year-old who is a free spirit.
A dreamer.
He's an active free spirit.
I love it.
Just like every kid. I got to say, as far as you finding out resources and things like that, are you teaching classes now to parents, to students? Are you even looking at that to get them help with how to handle their kids that have special needs?
Yeah.
The support groups and stuff like
that.
Yeah.
We're looking at
change and
starting workshops. Definitely, we're looking at bringing more and more there as more connections we make. Like I said, we did just have a workshop with Stephanie Wynn just on the 24th over at our place, and that was great. We had a great turnout, and everybody was very happy to receive the knowledge and really the questions, and we got to role play and act like we were in school and how it goes. And
Yeah, I mean, seeing from another person's perspective really helps keep you like, okay, remind you that my mom, she does special needs parapro, and and she comes from the same background I do. We had the same careers previous, and so she gets to bring that to everybody. Not everybody has that, and so the more instruction you get, the more influences and exchange of information, the better off you're going to be for
100%.
whoever you are.
How many kids do you have in your group right now?
oh, well, our last event, what did we have, about 42,
I think so,
43
yeah, it is
kids?
a lot.
And then what ages are we talking about?
So right now our last social was 3 to 12 we did. And then, so this next one for October 30th, we're going to be at the VFW. We're going to have all the way from, I believe, 3 to 17. So teenagers.
Awesome.
Taking
And then are you
teenagers.
working with adults, disabled adults right now?
Yeah, well, yes, we're not in our social groups yet because I'm trying to figure out how to work with adults, and we possibly have to do 2 different dates, to not have adults and the kids together. But we're working on the funding for that to be able to have more than just one event each month and be able to offer adults.
Yeah, and
The
you know,
chance to.
I gotta tell you, at least people are opening up a little bit more with disabled adults, and that they need services, and that a lot of times disabled adults, they also do kid activities and things like that, and
Yes.
and cutting off the limits on certain things and everything. I mean, people are starting to understand little
There's
by
more
little, a
awareness
little
being
bit
brought.
more.
Yeah, more, especially to Pahrump. I always like to say that I feel like, because I work with a lot of people from Vegas, I'm really trying to bridge that gap between Vegas and Pahrump and give them like why you should come out here. Like we're not just, we're a great community that wants more. We just have to show it the need for it. But yes, we definitely want to bring more.
What's the
adult
event on
kids.
October 30th? What is that?
The social night, so it's 4 hours
Yeah, from 4 to 7 p.m.
at the VFW, and there's going to be activities.
Wow.
And the parents, it's just like this. So the parents can come, they can stay, or they can just drop them off and catch a breath themselves, catch a break, maybe run some errands or clean
Yeah.
the house.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
patch a
anything.
hole in the
Go
wall.
to the grocery store. What I would give
Right.
to go to the grocery store by myself, and right, just to you don't even need to go have dinner.
That's so funny.
I'll get some fries and a Coke and go shopping at Walmart or Smith's or
Just wander through the,
Yeah.
just stare at,
You just wouldn't
stare
even
at
know
what's
what-
on sale.
yeah. You
Well,
shouldn't even know
I'm
what
just
to
going to
do with
stand here
yourself.
for a long time and just look at this one item, and nobody's going to tell me I
I
can't.
can't exactly, and we.
Once you take clothes off the wall.
I've done that. I've left work sometimes, after you're working the whole day, and then I just go to Walmart and I'm just walking down the house. I'm like, gosh, it's getting late. Oh, well, I don't really want to go home right now.
And then I can't miss that clearance aisle that's in
Oh,
there.
that 100%.
That's my favorite aisle.
I say.
That's so true. So, are you grant funded? Are you privately funded? What do you use in the funds of these activities that you're having and stuff
Yeah.
like that? Is there any other things that you need money for? Or tell me about
Yeah, definitely items for our social nights. We definitely need more activities. We do have an Amazon wish list where, yes. But yeah, right now we are funded through the community. I'm doing fundraisers twice a month, one online, one in person, to really get to know the community, my funders. We've gotten a lot of business donations, which we're forever grateful. There's so many great businesses out here who see the vision and want to keep it going. We are planning on, we are in the process of applying for grants, and hopefully we will start seeing those.
Do you have your nonprofit status yet?
Yeah, we have
Okay,
our
good.
501c3. Yeah.
There you go. All right. And then how do people find out more and get involved? Because I'm sure you have a website, Facebook. What?
Yeah, voicesforallabilities.org is our website. You can apply to volunteer on there. You can also submit an application for your child to attend our social night. Because it is a structured program, I have everything structured. You sign in, you sign out. They're with a volunteer. They have a schedule. They have a visual schedule to be able to see. Because I know, like, even my children, they like to see what they're doing. So every volunteer lead who takes a group has a visual schedule with them for that child, for the children, the group they have. You can also contact me directly at 775-990-3551 for any questions. And we are on Facebook, Voices for All Abilities.
Fantastic. You got to like them on Facebook. I got to ask you, though, you have an event coming up at Wind Down. I'm not sure all the kids are allowed to go, but at least we're going to have
21
fun.
and older. Yes.
All right, so tell us about that.
So we are having a fundraising event. The Wind Down was so gracious enough to donate the venue to us to be able to hold this and raise money for our social event on the 30th, and for we're going to have also a holiday camp for Thanksgiving for a couple days. But so we're going to have a Boo Basket auction. We did already sell all 20 tickets, so that was exciting. And we're going to be painting doormats, like fall colors and such. And then they'll be able to do a silent auction on the baskets. But we're also going to be having a silent auction that week after that Monday on the 6th event. We're going to have an auction online as well for baskets, and we've gotten some really great items donated. But we are still looking for items as well, if you would like to donate for a good cause.
Get in touch with you. Phone number and information once again.
Yes, voicesforallabilities.org, and my number is 775-990-3551.
Thanks for coming by today.
Thank you. That was incredible.
Thanks so much, Whitney and Amanda, for coming by. We had so much fun with you tonight, and what a great discussion. We're going to go right now to your Save a Pet from the Nye County Animal Shelter.
Sponsored by 1-2 Tree, handyman, yard cleanup, yard maintenance, and so much more. Give them a call at 775-253-8066. We will leave you with a smile.
Hi, I'm Christy Sigmund, and I'm at the Nye County Animal Shelter today with Dash. Dash is about a 9 or 10-month-old pup who loves to play fetch, and will dash across your yard and just have himself a grand old time. So if you would like to come in and meet Mr. Dash and get all these kisses like I'm getting right now, come down to 1580 East Seary Lane. We are located across the street from the assessor and treasurer's office. You can visit his profile on 24petconnect.com or give us a call any day, Monday through Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 775-751-7020.
Thanks so much, Christy, and definitely get down to the Nye County Animal Shelter if you're looking to adopt a pet. We want to remind everybody once again about the Spooktacular Poker Run. That's going to be October 17th and 18th down there at Pahrump Park. You can look at the whole entire schedule on the Pahrump News Facebook page, or go to spookypokerrun.com to get that schedule and find out all the happenings down there at Pahrump Park October 17th and 18th. Don't forget that we'll be down there for the entertainment with the band Perception, with Mikey Ruhan's band, and of course Chamber Door as well. And you can find out those schedules by going to the Pahrump News Facebook page. We are still looking for people to join the Spooky Eye event. That is on October 31st, Halloween, from 5 until 8 p.m. Come on down and hand out candy to our trick-or-treaters right there in the Calvada Eye. It doesn't cost anything except for the price of candy, because you're going to be handing out some candy to the trick-or-treaters. We're looking for people who would like to join us in our trunk-or-treat. If you are interested in doing that, you can contact myself, 775-299-9992. You can even go to the Pahrump News Facebook page and message me, or you can go to my own personal page and send me a message to get involved and sign up for that Spooky Eye Halloween event. We can't wait to have it and can't wait to see you guys there. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of Unchained here on Pahrump News. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Good night.